Today I'm going to be doing something I never thought I would, and that is setting up Notion. I have avoided doing this like the plague because who needs another app and another software? Plus, this app looked like it was created specifically for super organized people, and if you've had a look around, you'll realize that is definitely not me. On top of that, I already have a system, the idea crafting wheel, that I use for my creative process. It is on pen and paper. I am a pen and paper girly, a little traditionalist like that, but it works for me and it's worked for other people. But then I started seeing creatives use Notion and people who generally struggle with traditional organization and time management tools really getting into Notion. So then I got curious. Can I take my idea crafting wheel and make it work within Notion? Well, today we are going to find out, and we are going to find out together because we are going to learn Notion in real time. You get to watch me stumble through this whole thing and hopefully make some semblance of a system work on this app. So here we go. Before we get started, actually, I need to refer to my notes. See, I told you I was a pen and paper girly. I put out a video last week called Plan With Me. I was not planning on it going anywhere. Honestly, the audio was terrible. The video was terrible. I didn't know what I was doing, stumbled through the whole thing, but I am doing this thing where I am pursuing my creativity and putting stuff out there before I'm really happy with it, because you gotta make bad art in order to get to the place you want to get to, right? You liked it. People really, really liked it. So apparently you like watching me fumble through new processes and systems. So let's do that. For this video, while I am going to literally do this in real time with you, I did want to have a little bit of direction. So in preparation for this video, I went ahead and watched a few tutorials because I didn't want to sit here for 2.5 hours filming me staring at the screen going, huh? You'll still get a lot of that. You still will get a lot of that, but I only have so much space on my computer. Things to keep in mind: I am not great with traditional time management and organizational tools. I have my own ways of staying organized, and it does not look very much like the traditional ways. So if that's you, welcome. I've also created a Pinterest board with a little bit of inspiration because I know you can add pictures and stuff. I'm not going to go too crazy with that today, but I do have that there for reference in case I do want to throw a picture or graphics and the like up there. Finally, I wanted to set some expectations not only for myself, but also for you in this video. This is not a how-to tutorial, okay? There are thousands of videos on YouTube on how to do that. If you want a how-to, I would not start here. But here are the 3 expectations I've set for myself as well as for you as we go through this process together. First, Notion is not all things. I've already decided that Notion is not going to be all things for me. I'm not going to take everything in all my databases scattered about and put them into Notion, okay? Maybe I will someday, but the goal is not to transfer all of my information, all of my systems, everything into Notion. I'm always going to be a pen and paper girly. It's part of my process. I enjoy that. So the first expectation is Notion is not going to be all things. Number 2, I am not going to set Notion up to be a daily thing. Maybe one day that will happen, but for me, I work in rhythms. I'm more about rhythms and checking my systems to see if I'm on pace. I'm not a tasker, okay? I have tasks, I have to-dos, but I'm not going to create Notion as this daily thing because I don't want to create an addiction for me where I get this sense of dopamine hit by opening up my app and clicking on things. I want it to truly be something that just helps me check in with myself and my projects. So that's the second expectation. Notion is not being set up as a daily thing, at least not right now. And the final expectation is that Notion is not going to be set up in this one session. There's no way, with how vast this app is, that I'm going to get everything set up today. So I'm hoping to get the bulk of it set up so that I can keep playing with it. But the expectation for myself is I am not going to finish this today. So we're going to go down the road. We're going to see how far I get before I want to pull my hair out. and then we'll call it a day, okay? All right, if you are okay with that and you are set, let us get to it. Let me just come over here, make sure I've got everything ready. Okay, so this is our personal home. Like I said, this is not a how-to, so if you want to know how to actually get signed up for Notion, then I encourage you to watch some other YouTube tutorials or just kind of follow some of the stuff that Notion has within it. I already have this set up. This is the personal home. I guess that's what they call it. Some people call it like their dashboard, but this is kind of like your main hub, and I think this is where I'm going to start. My goal today is to have to get my dashboard, my main hub set up. And then I would like to try to put my idea crafting wheel into Notion. We'll see how that goes. And I would like to have a section that is for more personal goals, maybe a vision board in there. We'll see how far. We'll see how far I get. This might end up being a series, let's be honest. This might end up being a series now that I'm thinking about it. A few quick things that I did learn on some of the tutorials is you can have pages, you can have journals, and you can have databases. I'm sure there's more than that. But basically, this is a page. Like, this is literally just like a page. So it would be like a page in my notebook. And it can be a lot of different things. You can add lists, you can add tasks, you can add all sorts of things like, oh, we're seeing travel plans, yearly goals, movie list. I can also have task lists, and these are tasks can be set up like databases. You can have like a task on this page that then will populate to your main page. I'm going to be honest, that's too much for me right now. Does that sound amazing? Absolutely. Is it too much for me right now? Absolutely. And then journals is just like it sounds. It's like my notebook. So within that journal, you can have different pages. I think I'm going to try to put my idea crafting wheel in a journal and then each page be a phase, because the idea crafting wheel is a 6-phase system. You can follow along my podcast if you want to know more about that. I am spending the first season on that, kind of everything here on YouTube. This first season of the podcast is lining up with that, talking about the idea crafting wheel and how not to, how to level up without the hustle. Okay. That's kind of what we're doing here. And I'm living it in front of you. That way you don't have to do it alone. So I'm going to try to fit the idea crafting wheel here in the journal. And then you have all these other things. You can add calendars, templates. I went back and forth with templates. I was like, should I just like do a template? Now they have templates. People have created templates. You might have seen that before. But I had somebody over on Threads who works for Notion HQ. She is like expert when it comes to Notion. Say, hey, I love the idea of you kind of recording you stumbling through Notion for the first time. Like, that's really cool. I haven't really seen that. I would encourage you to maybe stay away from templates at first and just kind of learn, have fun. So I'm not going to work with any templates. We're just not going to. So let's go ahead and start on the personal home page. You can add like a little icon here, I think. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's do head in the clouds because that's how I feel right now. And let's change the cover. Like I said, I have a Pinterest board that I started because I have a tendency to get distracted. So I didn't want to be like, ooh, let me go look for a picture and then get stuck for 30 minutes finding a picture. So I'm going back and forth between having Howl's Moving Castle theme or Skyrim theme. Those are kind of my two go-tos here. I'll even prove it to you. Yeah, that's my desktop. So you get the gist. I think I'm going to go with Howl's because I'm basic and Howl's Moving Castle always just makes me happy. This is really pretty. So I can save link. Oh, no, I don't want to save the link. Do I just copy the link? Oh, copy link address. Let's see what happens if I do this. Change cover. Link. Oh, paste. Submit. Wait. Oh, well, that didn't work. Okay, hold on. Can I just... Hold on. Save image. Sure, we'll save that image. And then we'll come over here, upload, upload. Oh, okay. Okay. So let's reposition. Oh, wait. Oh, that's kind of... I'm not gonna like that. I'm not gonna like that because it's so blurry. No, thank you. It's only like a wide one that's like... Let's do house moving castle desktop wallpaper. I think this is the one I have. One of the ones I have. Okay, that is tiny. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. All right, let's try this. Upload. Boom. Boom. Shakalaka. Oh, 6%. Oh, no, there it is. Helen Sophie, I love you so much. Okay, cool. So look at us go. We've got this. Personal home. I don't know if I like that name, but I'm not going to get stuck there. Apparently, if you come over here and you do a / it gives you options. So I can add text, I can add a to-do list from here, headers, tables, bulleted lists, numbers list, toggle list, quotes, dividers. Well, you know what? Let's do a quote. Here we go. For all my Ghibli fans, the heart is a heavy burden. I'm going to get that tatted on me at some point when I stop being scared. And then do I get to change? No, I can change that. That's cool. Okay, so like if you do something like this and you decide, ooh, I don't want it to be a quote, I can change it into something else. Block equation. Okay. I wonder if I'm able to change the text. I'm not going to worry about it. The font, I mean. Okay, cool. So, movie list. I don't really care about that. Can I just, am I able, ooh, okay. So you can kind of do this thing. Is it in columns? This is in columns. So I got to figure out columns. Let's look what I have here. So on my dashboard, I think I would like to have kind of just an overall task list, because heading 1, heading 2, how big is it? I'll do this one. I like being able to see that I have kind of some general tasks, but I also don't want to have like daily tasks because that feels overwhelming. I actually set kind of like 3 major intentions each day. And again, since I'm not making this a daily thing, I don't want to have like daily tasks. I saw a lot of people do that. That's actually one of the things that I hate about like calendars and schedulers is this obsessive need for hustle and productivity. I think that's helpful for some people. It's not helpful for me. It feels very overwhelming to me. I usually try to set 2 to 3 like major high priority tasks each day, and I write those out each day. So I think it'd be nice to have kind of like an overarching task. Like these are some of the things that I'm working on. These are some of the things that I'm hoping to accomplish. So let's go to my Google Drive. Okay, here are some overarching big projects that I would like to work on. Right now, let's work on, oops, I don't need that. I'm just going to put Patreon because I know what that means. I need to prep. I need to figure out how to get that all set up. I need to edit YouTube video. I need to edit this one when it's finished filming. I need to film YouTube video. I can make this more specific later. I just kind of want a general idea. So, oh, right. Okay, so I need to film my Mid-year book review. I've got to film that one. Oops. And then I've got to edit this one. Edit. Oh, you little stinker. Okay. Learn with me. I need to edit that one once I'm done with this. And let me check. I've been helping my friend who just opened up a coffee shop in Denver with her social media. I have been working on creating just some brand templates for her. That way, when she takes over and starts doing a lot of it on her own, that she can just kind of plug and play from Canva. So that we need to finish those. I'm halfway through those. So Hannah's brand templates. I need to finish those. Cool. So there's that. I'm going to delete this. This is bothering me. Delete. 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 Get away. Go away. Cool. So far, I've been able to make this pretty. And apparently you can add other things here. So what happens? Let's just see what happens. Like if I want to add, let's add a picture. Okay. Maybe. Oh, media. So if you / media, you might be able to, ooh, okay. Okay. Let's add something. Let me go back. Hey, go back. Go back. There we go. Oh, you know what would be really cute? Let's use this one. Save image. I'm sure there's an easier way to do that. I'm not going to figure out how to do that right now. Upload. Let's do this. Huh. Okay. Am I able to like make this smaller? Can I make it smaller? Align. Oh, crop. Oh, okay. Wait. Hold the phone. Okay. Because I don't necessarily want it that big. I kind of want this to be like, here's the Skyrim. You are here. So. Oh, that's too big. That's not what I was wanting. Align. Caption. Crop image. More actions. Can I make it smaller? Cool. I don't know if I can make that actually smaller. So for now, we're just going to leave it until it says I can ask AI. Do I want to ask AI? I'm going to get confused. Should we ask AI and see what happens? Oh, no results. Okay, cool. Okay, well, for now, we're leaving it like that. Let's do delete. Something that I have heard a lot about, and I know that there are studies on this, so please don't quote me, just go look it up because I know it's out there somewhere. But there's kind of this psychology of clutter, and then there's also this psychology of like beauty and aesthetics and how those things work with the mind, like how the productivity specifically. So if there's too much clutter, the mind gets stopped. But beauty, like things that are aesthetically pleasing, can actually also help. So I'm trying to make this dashboard a balance of the two, right? I don't want to get, I think that's why it's good not to do the templates because it's going to overwhelm me. I want my home to be comfy, have a lived in feel. I want it to be beautiful and aesthetically pleasing, like my little Howl's Moving Castle up here. I also want it to be simple. I think when I show up here, I would like to have something just like really nice to look at. So let's do weather. Can I add weather? Widgets? Okay. How do I add? Bullet, numbered list, quote, divider, link to page, call out, media, audio, code, template view. Oh my gosh. Blocks, contents, buttons, breadcrumbs. I don't even, okay. Code mermaid. That sounds fun. That sounds like something I don't understand, but that sounds fun. Data reminder, inline equation. Embeds, oh my word. Okay, but maybe it's in here because, okay, there's Loom. I've seen Loom before. Deep Note Grid, oh my gosh. Asana, Zoom, OneDrive. Okay. Databases. I don't have databases. I just want to add a widget for weather. Is that not an option? Maybe that's for the rich peeps. Maybe that's for the upgraded peeps. Okay. What else can I add a calendar here? Am I allowed to calendar? Oh, I can. Okay. Wait. Let's do a new calendar. Ah, okay. I don't know why it needs to have a title. Calendar? Okay. Oh, because like if you want to create a content calendar. I will create that later. My brain is going to hurt too much. Cool. So how do I make this full? All I want to do is be able to make this full. I want to get rid of the columns. Oh. Okay. Oh, wait 1 second. Let's drag this down here. Sure. Let's drag that there for now. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Look at this. Look at us go. Okay. Can I, well, why are these linked? I'm confused as to why this is linked. Why can't this stay as a column? This is why my brain hurts, 'cause I'm having, oh, I don't want this column. Delete. Guys, I'm going to have to Google this. How to remove columns in Notion. To remove columns, simply do the reverse of the action you took to create them. Click on it, hold and drag the content in your right hand column back under the above. Okay. So, I might have to zoom out on this for a second so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I go over here. Yeah, but there's multiples. There's like multiples of these. So if I just bring it further down, it says... Okay, no, sir. No, sir, no thank you. What happens if I just keep deleting it? Ah! Did it go all the way? Is it like full now? Are we cooperating now? Sweet. Thank you. Was that hard? Apparently so. Cool. So I know that I'm on this day. I am leaving for Denver. 21st, tags. I mean, I don't know what tag. Sure, we'll put travel. Yeah, travel. Cool. And then add a property. Oh, okay. So you can add a... Oh. I can add files and media. What happens if I add files and media? Okay, never mind. Actually, I changed my mind. I don't want that. Am I allowed to just... Can I Command Z? I love Command Zing everything. Oh, sweet. Okay. Can add a property. I can add a comment. Press enter to continue with an empty page or create a template. Okay. I am going to drive to Denver. Can I add pictures in here? Oh, well, I guess if I wanted to, I could... What happens if I do the... Oops, nope. / image. Oh, look at me go. And they have Unsplash, so I could also just do one from here. Denver. You know what? Let us... Actually, those are ugly. Let's just do mountains. That is pretty. Ooh. Okay, cool. Cool. So that's how you adjust it on the sides. I'm going to Denver. Date. Sweet. So what happens if I just, has it saved? What happens if I just go open a full page, share, view the comments, blah, 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 add to your favorites. Let's see what happens if I add it to my favorites. Style, export, and more. Oh, I can change the fonts. Yes. Yes, queen. That's what I want for my life. Okay. Love that. Love that for me. Cool. So here's the calendar. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Now it's there. Now it's there. When I'm curious, if I open this up and I say open as a full page. Okay, so it opens as a full page. And I wonder then within here, let's say I wanted to create to-do list. So I need to oil change. Hannah's birthday gift. And then I've got to pack the car. Obviously, I'm not doing this in the proper order. Now you understand how my brain works. Oil, blah, 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 blah. What else do I need? Oh, snacks. Obviously, snacks. I need to pick out either some audio books or podcasts. I'm really into these sci-fi / horror podcasts recently. I got into it a while ago and then I forgot about podcasts for a while. And right now I am binging again The White Vault. If you've not heard of it, I love it. I love The White Vault. It's so good. Okay, so if I wanted to, let's say I forgot to add a title. If I go here, let's see if I go here and enter, and then, let's see. Before you go, darling, before you go. And then if I want to change it, I want to make it a turn into, okay, here we go. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Look at that. Look at your girl. She is killing it. Before you go. Wake me up before you go. Okay, so before you go, so I can put a list in there. Cool. So that's kind of cool. And then if I want to go back, awesome. I still want to add, I would rather have right here, like weather. It just makes me happy to know what the weather is for the week. I don't know how to add a weather widget. So sorry, I'm cheating. I'm going to Google. I said I would fumble it through it together, but here we are. So how to add a weather widget to, see, other people have asked. How are you guys adding the weather widget? Reddit, solid protein shake. Oh, 4 years ago. I didn't realize Notion was that long ago. Okay. Widget. How to add a weather. Oh, 2024. See, that's what you gotta get. Step-by-step guide. Choose your weather widget. Oh, you have to go like get one. Okay, so then you okay. I really want free weather widget Notion. Option super. The 40 best free widgets. Okay, let's go to Notion. School. Weather. Search. That's kind of cool. I don't necessarily want that. I just want weather. I literally just want a weather widget. Like, that's all I want. That's all I want. All I want. Back. Abandoned ship. Okay, widgets and tools. This is a See, this is cute though. See, I don't want to install a whole widget but that's cool. This one is pretty legit, I'm not gonna lie. See, they have little cute things. Okay. I'm getting too far. Weather widgets. Okay, wasn't that where I was? Which widget do I want? Ooh, that's cool. I'm digging that one. It's pretty. Okay, let's do this one. Oh, I don't want people to have my email. Okay, so we're skipping this. We're skipping that for now. It's gonna be too much. So I'd like to have weather here. I went down a whole path of where to get widgets and it's gonna hurt my brain, so we're gonna just skip that. So a personal home, I have a calendar here, which I'm really liking. I like it being kind of a larger. Let's move this here. Let's move this here. Let's move this here. Really, this is what we're doing now? Align to the left. Rude. Okay, let's just try a database. Should I? What's a database? You know what? I changed my mind. That's not smart for me. Not smart for me right now. Okay, so now that we've gotten the personal home set up, let's add a video, because that was really cool. I have a video of my own that I just loaded today. So let's add that one. Copy, paste. Okay. Sorry, I can't see here. Oh, look at me. That's me. Oops. Okay. So if you go on the sides here, it does something strange. Okay. Well, I don't know how to make that work. I don't know how to go back and forth between columns. That's quite frustrating to me. I'm not gonna lie. Going back and forth between columns is very, very frustrating. So I don't know how to make that more, like, this is not fully across and that bothers me. I would like this to be like over here, and I can't do that very easily, but whatever. I'm gonna move from the homepage because I'm at 44 minutes and I am already frustrated. So let's start a journal. Let us see if I can make the idea crafting wheel work. Okay. If you haven't been here for any time, the idea crafting wheel is something that it was a divine download. Like, I was praying and trying to figure out how to make my brain work, because I just don't work with the traditional time management organizational skills. I think you can see that. I get super frustrated trying to figure out these kinds of things because it's just a lot. So the idea crafting wheel is something that I have been using. It works. I've let other people use it. They say it works. I wouldn't say that it's something new so much as it takes some of the best parts of traditional time management and organizational tools and it retrofits it in a way that's less about productivity, less about tasking, and more about momentum, more about rhythms, more about keeping you moving forward and hitting milestones than anything else. So it is a 6-phase flexible framework that moves your idea from thought into action, that moves you from ideation all the way through to the end, where you've either completed a project or you've gotten to the point where you're like, I feel like I fulfilled that idea to the farthest that I'm going to take it. And it also has a section for observation, right? To recognize what went well, recognize what didn't go well, and how you're going to adjust moving forward. It works on a macro level, it works on a micro level. So you can have your big goals and dreams working around like this in a wheel. Those are going to take you a longer time. So for example, self-publishing my novel, that is a bigger macro goal. So it's moving around through my system, but it's in the experiment phase. It's in the like doing it phase. So we haven't made it all the way around the circle yet. However, every time I do a YouTube video, I move through that of like, okay, this is the inception of this video. conception, ideation, whatever. Anyways, it's the beginning of the video. I've created the script, blah, 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 move it all around, editing, blah, 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 and then posting. And then I go back and I watch and I say, what did I do well? What could I get better at? What could I add next time? What could I stop doing next time? All of that. So it works on a macro and a micro level. So I think what I want to do is say, oops, come on. The idea crafting wheel, my 6 phase flexible framework to help multi-passionates move the needs on their creative projects and passions. Okay? And for those of you who are new, it's something I focus a lot on, and I have more videos on that. Maybe I'll link it somewhere in here. Is idea management. What is idea management? Idea management is the practice of clarifying unprocessed creative concepts to a point of fulfillment and follow through. I'll say it again, but idea management is the practice of clarifying unprocessed creative concepts to a point of fulfillment and follow through. Here's the thing, you're not always going to finish every idea. Not every idea is going to be a home run, but you need to have an idea management system worked out for you so that those wonderful ideas that you come up with don't disappear into the ether. So, idea management. The practice. I've been practicing learning my own definition so that when people ask me, oh, like, what is that thing you do? That I'm not like, because let's be honest, that's who I am. The practice of clarifying unprocessed creative concepts to a point of follow through or fulfillment. I am going to, can I come up here? I want to make, can I change the font here? Bold, blah, 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 blah. What are my options? I don't know how they were able to change. Add cover. Ooh, I can add a cover. You best believe I'm going to add a cover. Change it. Let's do, okay. So we need something wider. I did learn that the hard way. So I might just have to do something off. Unsplash. Let's do, oop, no. Sorry, guys. There we go. I can't see unsplash. Okay. Let's do fjords. I love the Norwegian fjords, and that's very Skyrim theme. Let's do, I love snow. Let's do this one. No, let's not do that one. Let's do this one. Cool. Reposition. Do I get to make this bigger? Can I make this bigger? No. Let's go up here with the mountains and the snow. I love snow. Okay. Idea crafting wheel. We got that going on. I'm going to make this. It's going to be bold. And then this little guy is going to be, oops, noun. I don't know if it is a noun. I just always think that looks cool. My husband will be like, I've taught you the basics of grammar. You don't remember if that's a noun? Yeah, that is a noun. It's a person, place, or a thing. It's a thing. Idea manages a thing. It's my thing. Can I make this bold? Yeah. Okay, it is bold. Let's underline it. So I got that set up. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know what this is. I'm going to leave it because I don't want to. Should I just delete it? So entries, daily entries, personal entries. Maybe I should keep this because it's already set up and then I don't have to set up another one. But what if I hate it? Okay, let's just rename. It's over here. Okay, cool. Let's call this crafting wheel. Cool. Or maybe, no, let's do phases. Or, okay, if it's 6 phases, here's the thing. I can create 6 different pages for each phase. Can I do that across here in this database? Let's take an explore to see what this database is. Okay, so daily reflection, Hawaii vacation. Okay. Each one of these has pages within those pages. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have each one of these, okay, go away. I'm going to have each one of these be a phase in the system, and then in each one of these pages can be the phase that you're in for that particular project. So let me show you. So the first phase is gather. This is basically brain dumping and brainstorming. And then let's go over here. Wait, I wanted to rename this one. Wait, what is happening? What is actually happening? Oh my gosh. Okay, can I rename this thing? Oh, okay. Okay, so maybe this is... Okay, guys, I don't think that's going to work. I don't know what I just did. Okay. What's an empty view? Okay, daily entries. How is that different than daily reflection? List. Okay. Peeps, this isn't going to work. Straight up, this isn't going to work how I thought it was going to work. This is why I don't like this. It doesn't like it. I don't like it at all. Can you move? Okay. We're going to move you out of the way. I'm going to leave you there because you scare me and I don't know what you're doing. So let's... Okay, I'm doing the slash and it's not working now. So do I need a new block? Is that what's happening here? Can I add something here? Oh, is it over here? Okay. Create a new page. Can I create a new journal? What happens here? Okay. What happens if I want to... So it adds a page within that. Phase 1, gather. Okay. What happens if I go back here? Okay. Hold on. Phase 2. Hold on, guys. I gotta remember what my own system is. I forgot. Okay, so phase 2 is inventory. I promise. I can sometimes be put together. So a new page, and this one will be phase 3, which is to store. Oh, I forgot to mention this whole system is inspired by Skyrim, so you'll start noticing that. Okay, cool. So this is my 6-phase system. Gather, we're brainstorming, brain dumping. Inventory, we are just taking inventory of what ideas we just brain dumped and brainstormed. And then phase 3 is kind of like where we start filtering our ideas, is where we kind of figure out like, okay, what are now ideas? What are no ideas? What are not now ideas? Group similar ideas. And then we are going to archive the ideas that are not for now. And then after that is kind of when we start going into prep mode, which I suggest people look at 3 months, 90-day segments of, okay, in the next 90 days, what would I like to make progress on? And then we're going to reverse engineer our milestones. So it's like, okay, if this is where you want to go, then we need to reverse engineer. This is usually the place where I'm also getting people to take my calculate your current capacity. It's an assessment of like, where are you at really? Like, what is your actual capacity right now? Figure that out. I'm also having people dive into 7 layers deep, which is essentially, what is your why? Why are you doing that? Because you're going to hit resistance. Your resistance is going to happen right after phase 4. You're going to be excited, maybe a little overwhelmed, but still excited. And then right after this, when it comes time to actually do the thing, which is phase 5, you're going to hit resistance. So you need to know your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? And that is really important. So in the prep phase, it's like getting ready to do the thing. A lot of us get stuck. A lot of multi-passionates and creatives get stuck here at the gather phase, and they get stuck at the prep phase of like, okay, I'm just going to continue to like prep and never actually do it. Phase 5, again, is doing the thing. It's actually doing the thing. It's putting yourself out there, seeing, like trying it long enough, experimenting a lot so that you can figure out like, am I doing the right things? Am I moving in the right direction? Do I like this? Do I hate this? You need to do that. Otherwise you won't know. You'll never get to phase 6, which is to refine. We want to modify, maintain, and then what do we need to adjust? That's the very quick overview. Again, if you want to know more about this particular process that I use for myself, then listen to the podcast, follow me here on YouTube. I'm going to be talking a lot about it. Boom, boom, boom. So I like this. Let's add that same, you know what? That's actually a cute cover. We're keeping that. I'm digging that right now. The idea crafting wheel, can I add like can I change? Oh, I can change icon. Yes, please. Yes, please. So icons. Do I want to do emojis? Oh gosh, this is going to be dangerous. So maybe I shouldn't spend too much time on this because I'll get stuck. But let's do, how about flowers? I like flowers. Sunflower, why not? Change icon. Yeah, like a diamond. Like a diamond. Cool. Look at me go. I'm doing the things. So let's go ahead and go here. Phase 1 is gather. And the purpose of gather is we will not filter our ideas. And we are going to change this into, let's make it turn into quote. And I'd love to change the font, but I don't know how to do that. Color, cool. What happens if I make it yellow? Let's make it yellow. Make it rain, make it yellow, make it whatever. So let's have a brainstorm area. I'm going to do brainstorm, brain dump. Oh, wait. Brainstorm ideas? Oh, wait, what is that? What is this? Send to AI? What have I created? What have I done? What? Oh, okay. Okay, whatever. Brainstorm. Let's add, ahead of this, let's create something fun. Let's do a image. Oh, sorry guys, I gotta adjust. An upsplash, or unsplash, I mean. Let's do storm. Let's do something cool. How about that? Oh, that's cool. Okay, we are getting a little too intense here. Okay, brainstorm. Let's make this one a heading. I like heading 3. I don't know, I'm digging that. I'm just digging heading 3. I would really love to be able to change the font. Let's see. Can I change the font? Okay, we're just gonna discard that response. Now we are gonna do list, to-do list. Here we go. To-do list. So I'm gonna make it a to-do list, but obviously it's not a to-do list. So let's do, this is the thing that I've got to figure out. Can I have pages within pages? Because ultimately what I want to be able to do is have a phase, in phase 1, since I sometimes have like 7 projects going at once, what I would like to do is to have a page within phase 1 that, okay. This is going to be current projects. Let's see if this works. How I think it's going to work. No guarantees. And then instead of this, I'm going to have another page because I think I can have a page within a page. So this one is going to be under phase 1. Let's call this I do not need this. Side quest the week podcast. Okay. So since this is in phase 1, side quest of the week podcast, let's talk about us. I don't know the rest. Brainstorm. And then let's do to-do list. Cool. I don't need caps locks on anymore. All right. Okay. We have introduction, idea, crafting wheel, phase 6. Ooh. I'm going to say season 1 because otherwise this is going to get a little too chaotic for my brain. So this is good. I think I'm going to keep this as just an open area for brainstorming. I kind of have him in there already, but I want to find a way to, I cannot ever spell his name, Parthenax the dragon. He's from Skyrim, but I would like to find a way to kind of incorporate him into the Side Quest of the Week podcast. I also, with each one, I want to have better show notes. I also want to kind of have with each one to kind of have a strategy guide or like cheat sheet, digital download, either a digital download or just ways to kind of have my digital store so that I can create some other passive incomes. I was thinking of these being like $1 to $5 each. Like at the end, if people wanted them, they can look at the show notes. But if they wanted like a really pretty aesthetically pleasing thing, like they could just download that or purchase that for like $1. Just a way for me to make more money. I wanted to write music for it. Those are just some of my ideas. I could spend a lot of time here, but I'm still figuring this out. So I think this will work out. To recap, if you're still with me at this point, I have a notebook that I created, or I guess it's a page. It looks like it's a page. I would like this to be a notebook or a journal, but whatever, it's fine. So I have my idea crafting wheel. I'm going to see this as like my overarching notebook. And then each one of these has a page. So this page is going to be gather. So right now, then I can, within gather, I can eventually have, let's add another page here. So you can see kind of what I'm thinking. So this page will be my YouTube channel. I will have, see, this is how I think that it might end up potentially being an issue, because then I need each pages of those within each phase, which is a page, and it's fine. We're learning, so it's fine. By the time we come back this is going to have to be a series, guys. This is going to have to be a series. And when we come back next time, it will probably be completely different, and we're just embracing it. We're embracing it. It's fine. So Instagram, this will be kind of like my Instagram strategy. I wonder if my self-publishing should be its complete other thing, or if it should, you know what, we're just going to stick with it. We're not going to change it up at mid. What else am I working on? Music. Songwriting. I feel like this is going to have to eventually get more specific, but this is what we're doing for now. So I think what's going to happen, which is nice then, is so for phase 1, when I go over here, I'll be able to say like, oh, side quest of the week, blah, 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 blah. And then within this page, I can create some some like this is brainstorming, so I'm not going to worry about that. But down here, I can actually, once we get into phase 4, I will actually have some task lists. And then those tasks I can get to populate over on my home. But I think what I'll do is have multiple projects, like let's just say like for example, side quest of the week podcast. And then I think what I'll do, if I can figure out how to do this, is I will, can I link to something else? See, what I would like to do is link to a particular, can I link? See, that has to do with databases. That has to do with databases, and that's gonna hurt my brain. Let's do idea crafting wheel. Oh, look. So I'm gonna need, okay. I'm gonna stop this here because I'm already overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed, and that is gonna take me a little bit more time. So I think we're gonna have to make this a series. I knew I wouldn't be able to get it all done in one day, but I thought I'd get further. That's okay. That's okay. We are going to give ourselves some grace. So this will be part 1. Let's go ahead and pause here. And the next video that I do will be databases. I'm going to need to do a little bit more research on databases before I dive into creating some of those. So for now, you saw me stumble through this. Let's do a really quick recap. Okay, let's start with my initial impressions. My initial impressions are, it's a lot like I thought it was going to be. It's really cool. It's a powerhouse of an app. It really overwhelms me. It really, really is absolutely and completely overwhelmed. I almost want to tell somebody what I want and have them set it up for me and then go in and tweak it as I need. That's actually what I want to do. But I've also learned that one of the great ways to learn something is by doing it and fumbling through it yourself. So there's kind of a part of me that's like, well, maybe I should just do that. So my first impressions are, this is exciting. I could see how this would work really well. My first impressions also are, there is a massive learning curve, which is exactly what I kind of expected. There's a massive learning curve. You can use it simply, but if I am going to use this, I'm going to need it to be worth it for me to use it, which means I'm probably going to need to figure out how to use those databases, because I have all of these different Google Docs with like I'll just show you really quick. Right now, I just use Google Docs because that works for me. So I start off by writing everything down in my notebook like this. In order to kind of synthesize those ideas, I type them all out in a little bit more organized here, and then I print this out and have it that I can kind of check off. Then eventually I get to the point where I make them all pretty and highlight for fun, because I like doing that. I would like to find a way to integrate that into here. Otherwise, it's not going to be useful for me to use Notion. It's going to make me cry. It literally is going to make me cry, and I'm going to have major anxiety trying to figure it out. So I need to figure out a way that I can do this. I'm still going to do this, but figure out how to transplant my brain into Notion in a way that's going to actually make sense to me and is going to help. I'm not ready to give up yet, but it brought me to the brink. It brought me to the brink today. I'm not ready to give up yet. I think that there's potential. I definitely think there's potential for this to be really cool. I've seen a lot of people who have ADHD, who are neurodivergent, who are traditionally very disorganized people use this and say that it's been really, really helpful. So that tells me that there is potential. There's potential for this to work. I just need to figure it out. What I got done today is my homepage. I don't like it. I like this part. I don't really like it. I want something to be aesthetically pleasing. I just don't know how to make that work. I would like to have, like I said, just, I would like this to look a little prettier, but I want to have a calendar. I want to have the weather widgets there, a weather widget there, and a couple of other widgets that I just kind of like looking at. I don't care about having the time on there, but I would like to have like maybe below that just like a task list that populates of kind of like, hey, remember this is where we're at for the month, maybe a monthly. Like this, I wouldn't mind this being either weekly or monthly, or even maybe both, like one monthly, one weekly. I wouldn't mind having that. And then further down, what I would like to have is each project that I'm currently work on populate a list of tasks, just so I can like check in like, cool, when it comes to revamping my website or something, that it's like website rebrand. And that's the project that populates and says, these are the current tasks. I have a feeling that is 100% possible. I just don't know how to do it. And then ideally, I thought, where is it? That the ideal crafting wheel, I thought that I was going to be a journal like this. And I was really excited because I thought I could just do my phases like this across, and then each of these pages be a project, and then within that page have like a place for brainstorming and tasking. I don't think that this is actually what that works for. So that's why I created this page, which has more pages of more pages. I don't love that setup. I'd rather it feel a little bit more like a notebook, where it's like, oh, this is my notebook. And then I open this page, and then I have like, oh, this is the title. And then I would rather it be a little bit more like that. Again, I'm sure there's a way to do it. But that's kind of all I got done today. I'm not going to say all I got done. I overcame the fear of even doing this, so I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. I'm surprised it took me an hour and a half to get that far. It's not going to be an hour and a half once you see this video, because I'm going to cut out some stuff where I just sat there like this. Yeah, those are my initial impressions. That I'm not ready to give up. I'm frustrated. I am frustrated, but I'm not quite ready to give up. Has potential. So we did it. I mean, I don't know what we did other than just kind of fumble, which is kind of what I expected to happen, that I was going to fumble a bit, but maybe that made you feel a little bit better. So I don't know if that was helpful at all. Hopefully you'll find some kind of help in that. Again, I think setting those expectations were really, really good today, that it's like, look, Notion is not going to be everything. Notion is not going to be a daily thing for me where I'm like constantly getting in there and checking and scrolling and tasking. It can't be that for me. If it is for you, more power to you. And 3, that we were not going to get this set up in a day. And I was 100% right. And I'm glad I made that expectation, because even though I made it, there was a part of me that was thinking like, well, maybe I'll just like, you know, surprise everybody and like make this amazing thing. I avoided templates, but I'm also wondering one of two things. If it's worth getting a template just because this setup hurts my brain, or if it's better to pay somebody to create my Notion for me the way that I want it and then adjust it. Maybe this is more fun. You watching me stumbling through, like maybe people just really need that. So that's okay. I know we talked a little bit about my system, the idea crafting wheel. Like I said, I have a podcast where I'm deep diving into this system. This is something that I created and I've had for like 4 or 5 years, but I haven't been confident enough to share it. So only this year am I really sharing it. That's why I'm doing a really simple podcast where I'm deep diving into this system. And then each week, it's called Side Quest of the Week because I give you a side quest. I give you 3 strategies in each episode. And then I give you homework, something that you can actually look at your current projects and say, I am going to do this small, little tiny task to help move the needle a little bit this week. Trying to get that out every other week. My dog passed away almost a month ago, and so I'm a little bit behind. I'm trying to catch up, but grief is a heavy thing. A heart is a heavy burden. But if that's something you're interested in, then definitely check out the podcast. Right now it's only on Spotify because I don't know how to get it on other podcasts. So just, this is what you expect when you come here, is I'm figuring out in real time, and you don't see many people doing that. So here we are. If you really liked this video, then you might like My plan with me video, which again was super surprised that you all wanted it. That is where I'm stumbling through this new strategy, trying out a few things to see if I like it, if it's going to work. And it's a strategy specifically created for what happens when you are pursuing multiple projects at the same time. Because when you're pursuing multiple projects at the same time, sometimes you have different deadlines, you're in different phases in each one of those projects. So that was a strategy that I kind of fumbled through. I'm still testing it out. I will probably adjust along the way, and then I'll create a new one called Plan With Me, revised version. I don't know. We'll figure it out. If that's something you're interested in, then click on that video. I don't know. I'm going to try to put it in here. I don't know how to make that work though. I'll be straight up honest. I'll figure it out later. Finally, I will drop some of the tutorials that I did watch for Notion down below. They were helpful just to kind of get me started and get an idea, set proper expectations for myself. If you want to look at any of those there, they will be down in the description. I also want to shout out Sue Jan, who was over on Threads. I threw up at Threads the night before I filmed this and said, hey, I'm going to be doing this video, kind of threw out what I was going to be doing. Does anybody have any suggestions? And she had some really great suggestions, especially stay away from templates, just have fun, brainstorm, move around. She really liked the idea of this video, so gave me more confidence to do it because I was totally freaking out about doing it. So thank you, Sujan. Thank you. I really, really appreciate it. Let me know your thoughts if you actually watch this whole thing. I will probably be following you over at Notion HQ because this hurts my brain. I can see that it's good, but it hurts my brain. All right, friends and fellow adventurers, my brain hurts, and we have come to the end of this journey. Thank God. And I guess we're going to do this again. Even though I had the expectation that I would not be able to do this in one day, I was still kind of hoping I would be able to do this in one day. But if you like this and you want to see me fumble some more, let me know in the comments, I guess. And until next time, bye, friend.